I'm actually going to show you now how to set up a bank rule. So in Xero, there are a few ways in which you can actually set a bank rule itself. So the method I'm going to show you is from the dashboard from the bank account itself. So I'm in my demo file. I'm going to click on check account. And in here, I'm going to click on manage account. So if I go into manage account, you'll see that I have 4 tabs. I'm going to the tab that says reconcile, and then I'm going to click on bank rules. So at the top, you'll see that you can set a bank rule for spend money, for receive money, and for transfer. I am going to create a rule for a spend transaction. So I'm going to click on create rule. And so now I need to tell Xero whether I want my bank rule for any conditions or for all conditions. So we usually default to any conditions because if you click on all would mean that you are being very restrictive. Everything has to match in order for the rule to work. So by default, we leave it on any conditions match. I now need to add in the conditions that I'm looking for. So in my example, I am going to use the rent expense as my bank rule because I'm paying rent on a monthly basis. So under my field here, I'm going to leave this on any text field. Then under condition, if I click on the arrow, you'll see there's equals, contains, starts with, or is blank. So it does default to contains, and we also agree that this is the best way to use it because if we had to say equals, that means you would have to have the same sort of description or same sort of information on your bank statement for every single transaction that you're paying. So for example, every single rent payment that I make would need to have the same description and details in order for the rule to work. Whereas if I use the word contain, then it's going to just look for example, the value that I'm looking for. So in this case, I'm going to say rent. So my rule is that I am going to look for any text for my bank statement that contains the word rent. Then to set my contact, I can set an existing or new contact, or I can use it from the payee. So in my case, I'm just going to use it from the payee from my bank account itself. Then here, I can allocate the line items where I can allocate the entire thing to a specific account or a specific project. Or if I want to work on a percentage basis, I can also do that. So for those of you that have project reporting and where you want to allocate maybe a percentage to specific projects, you can actually do that. So I'm just going to show you how to do that. So in my description, I'm going to say rent expense. Then I need to put in the account. So I just hit tab and it moved to the next block. So that's a quick shortcut. So I know it's rent. So I'm typing in RENT and it brings up the account, which I'm just going to click on it. It brings up no VAT because in my chart of accounts, I set up my rent as having no VAT. And now I'm going to choose my project. So I'm going to say project A. And I need to tell Xero, okay, how much of the expense am I going to allocate to project A? Is it 100%? So in this case, I have 3 projects. So I want to allocate everything equally. So I'm going to go 33.33. And then I'm just going to click on add new line. And you can see it's telling me here that my total must be 100%. So it's not going to allow me to finalize this rule if I don't do that. So if we go rent expense, I tab again, 469 is my rent. I'm going to choose project B and 33.33. And then I'm going to do the same thing for project, sorry. So you can see I didn't specifically select the account, project C, and then this would be 33.34 because I want this to add up to 100, right? Okay, then I need to set the reference. So here you can leave this as from the statement details, it's going to use the reference, or you can choose one of these options. We usually leave it on the default. Then I need to say to run this rule on all bank accounts, or is it a specific account? So in this case, I'm going to use all. If I want, I could just do the rule on a specific bank account. And then I need to give the rule a name. So I'm going to say rent expense. And then I'm going to click on save. So now you can see my rule is showing here under my bank rules, and I have one. I can always come back and edit this. and we can edit it to whatever we want. And now I'm going to show you the beauty as to why we want to set rules where possible. So if I go back to my dashboard, and I go onto my bank account where I've got my 14 transactions that I need to reconcile. I want to show you now that Xero is going to try and apply my rules. So I've got a payment here on the 27th of January. And can you now see that it's already suggesting to me that I should apply my rent expense rule? If I'm happy with this, I can click OK. If I don't want to apply the rule, I can click Don't Apply Rule, and then I would have to reconcile the transaction like normal, and I can edit the rule from here. So I'm going to click OK. And if we go further down, we'll see there's another transaction on the 27th of Feb. You'll see that's also there. And that's how simple it is to set a bank rule in Xero.